All right, welcome in. It is playoff week here for the Oakland esports stream, and it's going to be a good one. Oakland University coming in as the 9th seed overall for the NACE playoffs, and we're going up against Lesley University tonight. So it should be a good series, a nice warm-up, I could say, because Oakland University being the 9th seed, that means we're pretty highly seeded overall in the entirety of the bracket, and I'm excited to see how we handle this. This is just the first of what could be many playoff matches for the Overwatch team this week, so we'll see what goes on.
We're double stacking on weeks?
Yeah, pretty much. So, like,
Oh boy.
for Overwatch, if they win tonight, they will play their next playoff match on Saturday, and if they win on Saturday, they play another playoff match on Sunday.
Oh.
It is
That's a
busy,
lot of Overwatch.
busy.
As we're going into the first game here, I think, are we seeded to play into Fisher in the second round? Did I see that right, or is that a
No.
different? Is that the other bracket that we're in?
It would be that's in the homecoming.
That's homecoming. Okay.
Yeah, in
My
this
bad. Then
NACE play.
disregard what I just said completely.
Yeah, so if Oakland University, looking at our quick bracket, we're the 9th seed coming in, playing against Lesley University, who's the number 24 seed. If we win against them tonight, we will be playing against Ball State.
Not a university I've ever heard of.
They're
Which, by the way, we just got kind of steamrolled off the first plane here.
really.
A little bit. Oh,
Ooh.
lobby error? Was it? I wonder if it was Oh. So the NACE League has a specific code that they use for custom lobbies, but the settings are not correct.
Oh no.
Within the code. It's not their fault. They send the NACE sends the code out, and then the
Oh,
code,
they
the
send the
settings within that are embedded in that code are not
Oh, that's
actually accurate to what the game should be.
okay.
So forgive the match chat that you're seeing potentially if we want to send it over to the other camera. I don't know if we just like stopped playing and then oh no, we're going in.
Oh, I guess we're going right back in. All right, they fixed it.
Matt is a good host in Overwatch, but we're switching points.
Yeah.
So we started on Garden, but actually we're on
the
Control Center now. It's a little unfortunate when you get a game start like that because you kind of see what the other team wants to like roll out on.
Yeah.
And then so now it's like, do we keep it similar? Like we had lost that fight pretty hard. I don't know if that was because if we just like stopped playing because the code was wrong. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna swap it up at all, actually.
Hopefully they just like a unspoken gentleman's agreement about just running it back with the exact same.
That's the sportsman way to do it.
Yeah.
However,
but given
like,
you know, also think like some of those heroes might not even be used on this specific.
That's
map,
more or
right?
less what, like we see the Reaper, and they were playing Reaper Zarya anyway. But you tend to see that on Control Center more specifically than the other two on this map.
Yeah.
It works anywhere in Legion Tower in general. But this Zarya is actually gonna eventually get burned up. But like because we had lost that fight so hard, now it's like Lesley is gonna feel a little bit robbed if they end up going down early here.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame them, but it is what it is. Maybe if NACE wants to avoid these issues, we should get a better code.
Thoughts? You know what? I think we should just always make sure the settings are correct every time.
I would agree. I don't know why they don't just say use competitive settings because that pretty much solves every problem, and it's like a preset within Overwatch itself that exists. But anyway, we're playing Overwatch. It's playoff Overwatch, so I'm be honest. I think maybe other people can agree or disagree, and we can find out later with some feedback. But I'm kind of over babying the viewers. Kind of want to just properly cast some Overwatch. Are we?
You know what? Go ahead. I feel like, you know what? This is the 9th match of the season. I think we can be a little bit more in-depth tonight, especially since this is a playoff match. We can maybe talk about like some more bigger picture stuff as to what is going on with this game. And then I can try and dumb it down for everybody.
I mean, that's the thing. Do you need me to dumb it down so that you can dumb it down further?
No. I think I have a good enough grasp.
All right. Well, for starters, like I said, we're on Zarya. It's going to be a brawl comp. Leslie's playing a weird... It is more of a brawl comp, but with dive potential between Venture.
Yeah.
And also, like you just said, it's actually, I'd say it's more of a poke with just like proper follow-up. As I was just gonna walk onto the
That was
back line
crazy.
and kill-
Like you see, like some of these like
so
the frontliners from Lesley were like, all right, let's push to the point, baby.
They just walk past
and then
Crowley.
there's just Crowley sitting on the back line
like,
of
at least-
Leslie, and it's like, oh,
They
I'm
just
gonna
try to walk past
I'm
him. He's
gonna-
got at least like 50% charge on Zarya.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out your squishies now. Ooh, and then there's Wolfie corner camping.
The
Like
Sojourn camp. By the way, we love to see this. This is a classic on Lijiang. Wolfie will just sit in the corner and wait for someone to walk through. Crowley's gonna bubble, and then he's gonna probably get a kill. Might even spend the grab here. We have 4 ults online, so does Lesley. There's the bubble. Looks like Wolfie does get spotted out as we move in.
Yeah, the Orisa did, look to the right.
He's gonna find a kill down on the Venture though, on the flank. But just Zarya into Orisa, so stupid. The Orisa can't. Orisa's main like damage mitigation tool. I guess she has 2 of them. She has like the gold fortify mode where she
the
takes
gold armor.
less damage. She has damage reduction and she can't be headshot.
Yeah.
Which for Zarya doesn't matter. You can't headshot a Zarya anyway. But
it's just a laser beam.
And then her other thing that absorbs projectiles is her javelin spin.
Yeah.
But Zarya beam just goes through javelin spin because it's a beam and not projectiles.
Yeah.
So her tools don't, like there, for example, don't
They
really
don't
do anything.
matter.
There's going to be the grab. Wolfie doesn't get the bubble actually in time. Beat comes through for Lesley, but it doesn't matter. It's the end of the round.
Is
We're going to move on to play number 2.
Really good stuff there by Oakland, taking that first round, putting us up at least 1-0 in this best of 3 within this best of 5.
Best of 3 within a best. I was about to correct you there, but then I realized what you were doing.
Yeah.
And you actually weren't wrong. Because we have many best ofs in
There's
the
so
grander
many best
ofs.
ofs.
It's actually, no, I was gonna say it's control and flash.
Yeah.
And you could argue Clash. We don't play Clash.
I don't think I've ever. I honestly cannot tell you if we've seen that game mode
I don't
yet.
know if it's legal. It might not be legal.
See, I was like, I don't even know if
NACE.
we've seen that game mode get played in NACE this season so far.
I don't think it's.
I don't think
There's
we've
only
ever
like
gotten
2
to that
maps.
point.
There's only like 2 maps for it, and
Yeah.
no one really likes it that much. Lesley on the Reinhardt, which I
Ooh, that
love.
was a really. That was a
That
little
is
quirky.
the window TP.
Yeah, with what is it, Symmetra that got him
Yeah.
up there?
So that's actually, with the Reinhardt especially, that's even more popular. That's been a thing since God knows how long. But the Symmetra can, they can walk out of the... If you're opting to play Symmetra in the map, like instead of just the TP out of spawn kind of deal that we do.
Wolfie going down.
Lucio exists. You can TP into the window, and then because you have Reinhardt, who has that big shield, as you drop to the point, Reinhardt can just hold his shield out and protect the little team. But that saves you for like the first, 10 seconds of a fight. But now, as it cleans up,
Ooh, and that is Oakland getting a good set of picks, and that is going to be the first set of percents going to Oakland here. Point number 2. We're seeing the team starting to see what we were seeing towards the end of the first point, right? Where we're kind of we take the point, and now we're kind of guarding both of those entryways from spawn of Lesley to make sure that they just cannot get to.
And we do see a swap from the Symmetra back onto the Venture, so opting to go back to what they were playing in the last round. They still are on the Reinhardt as
That is Frothy going crazy, almost getting a double.
Wolfie and Frothy. With some good grab, holds that Reinhardt in place, can't really get much value out of the Kitsune rush from Lesley. And this is going to be another pretty quick like, clean up.
There, Frothy healing up Tank in Rawi.
Oh, Jack's died. I just had to point that out.
Expected.
And, well, the other Lucio died to Frothy. Oh, catches a fire strike to the face. Unlucky for Frothy. Oh, and a Shatter comes out. That might be another dead Jax again. There he goes. That's both supports down for Oakland as Leslie's gonna finally push on the point. Find a railgun shot on the Carbon as well. That's 3 players down. Probably not gonna have the help he needs to get out of here. He's gonna go down. And
Wolfie does have all.
Survives.
Oh.
Nope. He stalls out the point a tiny bit longer, and then we'll get staggered out.
65% though on the first batch of taking like the point. really good stuff, especially now that you look at these alt, like the alt meters, right? We have 3 members at 100% ready alt. Jax is almost ready with his ult. Probably is going to get to that 100% so fast for some reason. It just feels like tanks just always have their ults ready when they need. And that was a beat drop from Lesley super early, it feels like.
So he responded to the Kitsune Rush from Frothy, but I don't know if I wish
like
we had replays today, but unfortunately we don't. But I would love to see what happened to the Lucio there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got forced out of line of sight, because beat is you have to be in line of sight of Lucio to receive sound barriers. So I don't know if there was a sound barrier issue or if we were just doing so much damage that it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And beat comes through from Jax this time. Wolfie picks up a couple kills. Frothy won't take that. 2 kills for Wolfie. And this just be another cleanup. I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, this is kind of looking like.
I don't think Lesley actually touches out of here. Carbon's just he's touching the spawn door.
Yeah, that team kill pretty much all but secured the game, I think.
Wolfie just ulted the spawn door.
Honestly, respect. There
Lucio,
it is.
I don't. Again, the Lucio of Lesley just got like he fell off the map or something at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at the end. That was a crazy last-ditch attempt. As we do see Crowley play the game for once, not a Frothy play the game.
It feels like it's a rarity sometimes to see not a Frothy play.
Yeah, which is crazy because on support, that's not usually your job unless it's like a Lucio who gets like a big kill that kills like 4 people. On the map. I will admit in Overwatch for this last patch or 2.
Yeah.
The play the game stuff has been very scuffed. It has not been reading like the point, like
no,
the hidden points per like elimination that you get, has not been like being received well.
And there we go. You can see the team sitting down between games right now, figuring out what's going on for the next map, figuring out what we're going to do for picks and hero bands. So, correct me, it is always the losing team chooses the counter pick map, right?
Yep. Loser picks map and first ban.
Okay. So I'm trying to think where we might go.
Well, you can actually see it in the game chat. You might think that KR stands for Korea, but in this case, in Overwatch, it does not. It stands for
Kings Row.
Kings Row.
That's KR is a really weird way to spell Scrims Row.
Yeah, you think it'd be SR, but then you might get confused with like the old like ranking system.
True.
So then, you know.
Yeah.
See a Zarya ban and a Venture ban. Zarya ban coming from the side of Lesley University. Venture ban from us. They play Venture. Venture's annoying.
Yeah.
So just get rid of that. She has a lot more.
And we've seen like in past like matches where sometimes that Venture does come in clutch, especially on that last part of the King's Row when you're getting towards the end point. That Venture really does a good job of kind of getting out there to just hold off on.
And also,
anything.
when Venture is underground, they can't be hit at all.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be fading over here to the gameplay here screen momentarily as we get prepped onto Kings Row. And it does look like Oakland University is on defense first.
I think we are on defense. Yes, we are. Crowley on the hog. It
makes me so happy as somebody who played a lot of just Overwatch 1 and was a Roadhog player. I love watching Crowley play
Roadhog is
Roadhog.
so like
so cool. He's just cool.
Yeah. Play the game for 1,000 hours and then talk to me.
You know what? No.
That's probably. You know what? That's the healthier decision.
Yeah, I will.
In that circumstance.
I will choose a better use of 1,000 hours. I'll play TFT.
Oh yeah, because that's such a better option to spend your time. I mean, the Roadhog, especially on the defense here, does work with like the early pick potential because you can really sit like on this main choke point and just hook someone as they walk through.
Yep.
And we'll see what happens. They're playing the high ground right now, which is interesting. He's gonna drop down, move forward.
Jack's on Wu Yang. I feel like we've not seen this, like, Jack's been able to play this hero
he
recently.
Doesn't play it too much. I think the Lucio is just better most of the time. Wu Yang is good. He does a lot of damage for a support. He has a lot of pick potential, but I think, especially with the brawl style that Oakland definitely prefers to play, having the speed boost from Lucio.
Oh, what a hook out of the air.
Oh, he's so good at the game.
It's just so good.
Yeah, like having the speed boost in like the brawl comp, so if we want to just play fast, hooks him out of the teleport animation. He's
Probably is
okay. Listen,
on fire
Hog,
tonight.
in the grand scheme of the meta, is not a good character. I'm sorry. I know Crow's been making it look like it's the most overpowered character in the game, and in like low elo, that's not entirely wrong.
Okay.
He does have like fairly simple counterplay, like, but one of the biggest things for that counterplay would be simply go Ana.
Okay.
Because like anti-nade against Hog is just super.
Yeah. It gets rid of the basically the whole ability.
But or also play like a BAP, and they obviously have a carry for like the immortality options they have when if you want to play into a hook, or play Diva and defense matrix. Anyone who gets hooked. As Crowy is gonna finally go down, Jax finds a kill to equalize, and Wolfie on the Genji gonna find one more. And I think actually OU has the numbers advantage, but they don't have a tank, so they can't really hold space the way they want to, even though they have the numbers advantage.
Yeah.
And there's a Deadeye coming out from Lesley. That doesn't find anybody. We're going to get a Nano Blade, or not a Nano Blade, just Genji. Is he even going to bother pull a blade? Oh, there he goes. A little bit late in the Nano. Finds one. Is he going to find two? Hazard has a lot of HP. He's got to swing like 4 times. Doesn't find it. Probably does make it back to the point.
But it does look like that was also Hazard burning their ult. So that is...
Did that come down? Oh, it did come down.
It did come down. So I saw the big carpet got laid down, but, wasn't enough to... I mean, sadly it was orange.
Oh my gosh, Proud.
It's on the orange team right now.
It's his own Wu Yang ult. Just going to walk in and gets bursted down. Too much damage from Lesley.
There it is. That's the first point finally taken by Lesley University. Now they get to start marching the payload down towards the end.
Dice here, right?
Makes it out. Oh, no, just barely.
Does a lot of damage. And here we do actually see a Diva swap for Crowy this time. So you're going to finally, Hog, not cutting it. His Diva has been very good, especially recently. In the last couple weeks in NACE, and played a lot of Diva when we were in Cincinnati last week.
I was about to say, I'm like, it must have been, Diva must have come out when we were down at Queen City Clash.
Yes. We got runner-up in that event, by the way. Second place, only losing to St. Clair.
And we did drop to Georgia Tech in the early round.
Yeah, but then they decided to just leave the event.
Flights are... gotta catch flights.
I suppose, but like, wouldn't you book it after the event?
No, it's a bold strategy.
Anyway, Reaper's actually going to win out here, unfortunately. And, this Hazard dies. Nope. Here goes the broken character.
Ooh, and Wolfie switched over to
Wolfie on Torb. Wolfie on Torb.
Definitely wanted... He got real sick of having not an inability to melt the tank. So he goes a tank melter.
That, and it's also... Torb's a good, counter dive character.
Okay.
Like when they're Hazard's a dive character, Hazard's gonna jump on you. Torb kind of nullifies that a good bit. As Crowy finds a couple here to close it out, and they're all gonna run back to their spawn. Harping on Freya. We haven't talked about Harping on Freya this game.
No, I feel like we haven't really seen a whole lot of.
Well, I don't think you're finding many picks on. Harping doesn't find too many picks right now.
Yeah.
But the consistent damage that Freya does, you might not be the one that gets the final hit, but that explosion when the sticky bolt connects, puts them to 1 HP, and then Crowley flies out.
Yeah.
As both Wu Yang ults, both teams go. Actually, no, that was a nano probably onto our Diva.
Ooh.
So support ult for support ult trade, and they are all trapped in this little bookshop corner, and that's going to be the fight win as Carbon's going to find trouble.
Yeah.
And find the Kiri maybe too. Yes, it's the delay kill. It's a big stagger.
That was so good by Carbon to be able to push back and just really you almost forget that the payload was behind them, right?
Yeah, it's actually
really
pushed 3 corners.
They were pushed so far back. Ooh.
Oh, it gets dragged down. He's getting the bailout. Oh my gosh, he's alive. After 2 ults get spent.
That was wild. I cannot believe that Carbon lived
Finally goes
for
down.
as long as they did.
Somehow survived the Deadeye. Didn't get locked onto by the Cassie, and then the Reaper Death Blossom does finally come through. Frothy playing the Ana here is level 3, so probably does have the headshot perk. Looks like it. So now with his tier 3 perk, Ana can get a headshot multiplier, which he normally doesn't have.
Okay.
Which is a lot of damage for one Ana shot if you hit it.
Okay.
It can 2-shot most characters.
Now, does that headshot, does that affect her healing on her teammates or no?
That I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't think there is a headshot multiplier for allies just in general in this game.
Yeah.
I can verify
Wouldn't that
that.
be crazy if she just got like
that would be like a crazy skill.
A headshot gives like an insane amount of like extra healing.
I wouldn't hate that change because it makes the characters that are hard to play more rewarding.
Yeah. Ooh. That's that wasn't the Wu Yang all. That was just the wave.
No, it was just the wave. There's a Deadeye again coming from the Cassidy on Lesley. Beat comes out to nullify that. Probably's gonna go in, DM that, and actually just find 2 kills for his trouble. As the Reaper's gonna try and rape out, and I don't think make it out alive. Oh no, Wu Yang with the ult does actually manage to knock down. Oh, wait, I thought someone got knocked down. But nope, they both died.
Gotta watch out. That Diva for Lesley was hiding in the wings and managed to get the payload movement just a little bit, but Oakland quickly realized that, wait, hold on, the payload's moving. And then they just go turn around and just destroy that Diva.
Actually stalled enough time to come back and get another, not quite a proper fight out of it, but
yeah,
make it at least an effort, but still, as you kind of stagger in, not quite one at a time.
Yeah. And arguably, I'd say like towards the end of like getting around like that, kind of like the first S, Oakland did a really good job of just really making it super difficult for Lesley to even get on that point to have it moving.
Even with the cart being pushed up, this first corner of this second point is not super easy to fight past if the team decides to defend it and if they defend it well. There's a lot of cover for them because supports can play even further back and stay safe, and then the tank can just absorb damage and occupy the space, which makes pushing into it very hard. So you kind of are forced to play either super aggressively and fast or play like a flank route, which if you're playing what they were on Reaper and Cassidy, Cassidy can sort of flank. Yeah. Both of those can kind of flank, but they're not like Reaper's a flank, I should say that. But as we move to the attack side, I see Wolfie was on a Hanzo, now he's on a Widow. Love to see this. Likes the Hanzo on King's Row. I found out that's a popular pick, specifically for King's Row. I don't know why. I think it's just the angles you can take and like the weird high grounds you can sit on.
You also think that like if there's some areas, right, when if you get that that Hanzo ult, there's just some really good lines where your opponents
like
just
hallways almost.
Yeah, they're kind of just trapped.
Well, he knows. Is he gonna hold it? Oh, just looked away a little too early. Speaking of the Hanzo ult, take a quick second to not talk about what's happening. Oh, never mind. He's going to find a headshot onto one.
That was disgusting.
I am so glad that we got that on camera.
That was such a nice one tap.
Find another one. Oh. This is a good angle. Oh, Deep's going to force him out, though, and he's going to go down. Okay, so while OU looks to potentially win this fight here, it's an even trade, I guess. It's probably not quite one yet. But I do want to talk about something that happened at Queen City Clash as Jax goes down, and it's actually probably going to have to be a reset or Oakland. There was a moment where I don't remember who this was against, but on Oakland's defense, the other team had just capped the first point, so they were moving through the archway with the payload, and it was kind of a lost fight because Wolfie got like a very long spawn. He spawns like all the way in the back after the cap happened. He sent a dragon from spawn to the archway.
And it made it?
It goes there. It obviously will go the distance unless you swap off the character, which is what I thought he was doing when I saw it happen. I'm like, oh, he's just going to throw the ult and swap.
Yeah.
No, he walks out of spawn and then finds a kill with that ultimate.
That's like one of those like...
He said to his team, he goes, push, like, force a fight on cart, the ult's coming.
Yeah.
So Crowley jumps onto the cart, makes some people, like, bait him in to, like, stop the contest from happening. and then the dragon comes like through this bookstore wall on the left side of your screen right now and killed person on
That's
the
actually
card.
so cool.
It was incredible.
That's like if you were playing League of Legends, right? You're like, all right, you're playing Jinx, you
just
spawn
rocket.
immediately, super mega death rocket.
That makes
down.
more sense though. In my head, that makes infinitely more sense than what I saw Wolfie
Yeah,
do.
but like to me, like that's like the immediate comparison that I make is like the spawn
Jinx
super mega
rocket,
death rocket.
like an Ash arrow,
Yeah,
an
just-
Ezreal.
yeah.
I forget what the name of the ult is. Anyway, we finally move on. Farati uses a nano, but the Death Blossom from the Lesley Reaper is going to be too much, and that's going to be a cleanup from Lesley, as we did actually cap the first point there. So we're going to be pushing that payload through. And I'm interested. Oh, Jax actually swaps to the Brig, maybe to try and protect Crowley a bit more. Crowley onto the Hazard now. Wolfie now onto Genji. So more of a dive-centered comp with the potential of Freya. And speaking of Wolfie, he's just going to go do Genji things. They try and just take this. So not finding any kills yet, but they are just controlling the space, allowing the cart to move forward. Really making this like a 1-2 fight scenario, as Jax is going to pop the rally, move in with his team, try and brawl that out. It's a trade between the Freya and the Sojourn. Oh. Live, Jax. Do your job. Look at you go. Not dying for once. Wolfie deep in the back line. Is he going to find the support he needs? He does get healed. He's on 11 HP. Probably finds a kill.
And then we're getting
And
so close to being able to hit this point to the spot where we need
I mean,
to.
that's just going to be the game. The fact that Wolfie doesn't die there is absolutely nuts, but it is completely vital to the fact that they win that game.
Oh, so good. And now that's Oakland University going up 2-0 over Lesley. Just what we wanted to see. Now,
This will probably be the Death Blossom that was in the archway, I think. Yep. For that.
Who would have thought?
It's almost like I've played this game before.
I feel like there's just always a kind of like a bias for the play of the game to be like, all right, did alt get X number of kills?
Yeah, well, you would think so, but you know how I said it, like in this patch, the play of the game has been a little scuffed?
Yeah.
That's sort of what I'm talking about, where, like, there was a game I had where a Reaper Death Blossom killed 4 people.
Yep.
So you're like, oh, easy play of the game. And then what ended up happening, I think, is like a soldier from one of the teams just like killed one dude. He like burst him down a little bit with primary fire and then had like a decent shot with a Helix rocket from like a decent distance away.
Yeah.
And then the character died, and that was the whole play. And everyone I was in a call with that day was just like, in what world does that beat out a 4-man Death Blossom?
Wow. So we're going to be heading into game number 3 shortly.
Yep, and we're going to Saravasa Flashpoint,
All right.
where and the other team, Lesley University, is banning Lucio, which means we're in for a slow game of Flashpoint. Flashpoint, typically you want the Lucio because the map is so big, so you want to be able to speed around even, like obviously the point itself, but then the areas, the greater surrounding area of the point.
Yeah.
Lucio's very good for that, and without him, it's going to be a bit of a slower game. I'm interested to see what they decide to play. It'll probably just be substituting the Lucio for a Wu Yang. Maybe we see like a Juno. I don't think Juno's that great in the meta right now, but
See, to be honest, whenever I see one of Jax's characters get banned out, I just kind of chuckle a little bit.
it is funny. Like, banning a main support is interesting because there's only so many of them in the game.
Yeah.
There's like 4 out of the 10 or 11 supports in the game now, I think. It's like Lucio, Brig, Lifeweaver, Mercy, I guess, but like Lifeweaver and Mercy kind of aren't really characters, if I'm being honest. If you're a Mercy main, I'm not sorry. And then Wu Yang now that he's in the game, and we do see that coming from both sides here. And it looks like it's gonna be, we see a Zarya, we see a Ramach. Ramach is pretty strong right now. Don't mind seeing that. I think the Zarya into the Ramattra is the better pick, but I might just not no ball.
Yeah. We'll have to see, because who knows? I mean, if anybody has watched the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies play on this game type, we know it's always going to be a little bit of a struggle.
You know, we keep saying that like every week this year, but it's been fine. Like we've been fine. I'm not gonna say we're great, but like
we're improving. We are seeing active improvement.
Like, I think statistically, objectively, it is still our weakest game mode.
Yeah.
It's like win rate.
It has gone to 0.5 a few times.
Yeah.
A few too many
times.
Oh,
good headshot onto the Wu Yang. Long range across the point. Wolfie on Sojourn. Playing the absolute best character in the game, not by any objective means, but I mean, he's actually gonna find a couple more kills on the way out here. Oh, Sojourn did? Maybe? A shield from his teammate? Oh my god, he slides in. Wolfie, where are you going? And he's gonna get punished for that one. As Leslie's gonna move up to the point here, they're gonna take advantage of that numbers advantage while they can. Although Wolfie should get back before anything really terrible happens, unless they go really aggressive. But Rothy actually on the Ana for this instead of Akiri or another option. Again, I think he might just be, he just wants to play the headshot turn because it's fun, and you can make Ana, if you can make Ana work, why not?
Exactly.
Finds a big anti onto their Ramattra. I don't think it's going to be a kill though, unless
but definitely it wasn't. It didn't end up in a kill, but you know what? It forced that Ramattra off, like out of there. And that's honestly way more important.
It forces the space. I think that's a difference where if there was a Lucio in the game, that Ramattra dies.
Yeah.
I think there's a call to speed on top of that Ramattra, and it's gonna go down. But it doesn't matter because he's gonna get antied again, knocked into the corner by Jax's wave, and then
that is
point
number one.
Take the first point. That Venture is not even gonna be able to get into the ground in time before a railgun to her face happens. Ooh. As we move on to the second point, which is gonna be Gardens this time. No Lucio in the game to have to worry about the boop off into the water.
No, not at all.
I guess Wave could. It's like way weaker of a knockback, but it could happen.
I think it would look more impressive if he actually got
oh
that.
my gosh, I love this combo. Wu Yang on a Tracer, she can just blink in on top of people. Doesn't actually find kill, and that combo's so good because not only do you knock them down and you can probably just burst them, but if they are a little bit tankier, if you are alone as a Tracer, you can just, because they're knocked down onto the floor, you can just throw your pulse bomb on top of them.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Wolfie. I'm sorry I didn't catch that on camera, but he did find 3 with the overclock.
Going absolutely crazy right now.
Points are kicking up. Railgun charge online. Doesn't find the kill, but Jax finds a long-range pick from Wu Yang to Wu Yang. You might call that a Wu Yang day.
Big Wu Yang day. Right.
Oh my gosh, he's so good. Better than I am.
You know what's crazy is that like this pick for Wolfie is relatively new if you've ever watched Wolfie's like career for character choices.
Yeah, it's not. I think if the hit scan is an option, he's playing the medium long range hit scan, he's going to play the cast, as he does actually go down to a long range Wu Yang shot. Cast was actually banned on this run, and I think that's the more deciding factor as to why. Now, also, Cass really benefits from the Lucio pick, as the Annihilation from actually both Armadas here is going to use. I think Browse is going to end up getting more value, as he is the one that doesn't die. They're going to clean up this fight. It's just going to be
Wu Yang in the corner getting punched by a giant robot.
Lesley did flip the point there, which does give them a vital couple of seconds to regroup and potentially get another touch here.
Yeah. But not a lot of time left, right?
It's going to be quite enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all right. Start moving to the next flashpoint here. Oakland now up 2-0 here. It is do or die. Does Lesley University have it left in them to take it to the next 3 points, or are they going home and their fall season comes to an end here?
I didn't even consider the fact that this is a season ender for whoever loses this game.
Yeah,
oh,
it is single elimination playoffs here. No, like once you lose, you're done for the season.
You go home till next year.
Go home, and then we'll see you in late January. Maybe
he's going to just make it out in time.
Flashpoint is open. Oakland University on the point already. Almost there.
Several ults coming out from the side of Lesley University. I don't think they find the value they want. Never mind. Zerona finds a railgun headshot onto Crowley. That's going to be the tank dead. That does open up a lot of space for them to take as they start trading out kills. And I think Oakland's just going to decide to reset and walk back on here. Does one. He doesn't have his slide. He's going to get punished for it. Cass is obviously banned, so he can't play it anyway, but
yeah,
the lack of the Lucio as well also makes Cass harder to play, so I think we would have seen maybe a certain pick here regardless. Let's see, Wolfie does have the overclock online for the next of this on top of a nano, which Frothy does manage to get out. Decides to nano Crowley into that. Doesn't even have to spend the annihilation on top of it. Nano annihilation. Very strong. Does a lot of damage. But scared of the Wu Yang ulted Ramatra, opts to nano his own tank, and they just kind of walk forward and live and kill the other team somehow.
Yeah, and now that Oakland's got a little bit of some percent ticking on this point here, seeing that Crowley and Wolfie have their ults online, I think this is going to be exactly what Oakland needs as we try to pretty much take a full 100% swing without losing, because I think if we lose the next fight and the point, it's pretty much like, all right, we're going to point 4. So both of these ults are going to be super crucial here.
Oh, and he uses his slide a bit early, kind of gets right up. Doesn't matter, he's going to find... Actually, no, that wasn't even the kill on... He didn't get the kill on the Sojourn. He hit the railgun shot, leaving the Sojourn at 1 HP, but it was actually his disruptor shot, which is like an AoE that he puts down, and that killed the Wu Yang on the other side of the screen.
Oh, that's really funny.
At the same time as he took the shot with the railgun.
And that, see, right there, like, that fight, I mean, we didn't really see what Crowley did with their ult.
Oh my gosh, he's hitting the emote. He's laughing on him. Wolfie, no, you're on camera. You can't do it to him. Overclock's going to get pulled. Doesn't you need to hit the shot onto the Wu Yang, but finds a couple more.
That's going to be it.
Well, Carbon's going to hit again. Well, when did Crowley switch to Doom?
I think he switched to Doomfist just in case he had to get back to point really fast.
I guess he did.
But all right.
I mean, that's a quick.
That's what we in the business like to call a 30 and a handshake.
I mean, we move on. Who do we play next?
So now that is...
Give me another.
Well, you know what? Sadly,